Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Chit-Chaturday. So today I want to do a get ready with me, as I like to do on most Chit-Chaturdays if possible, unless I have something else like a different topic I want to chit-chat about. I love watching get ready with me videos. I feel like it's a great way to get to know me. If you are new and just stopping by, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. But today I wanted to really focus on, I have quite a few topics I want to talk about. I've started some new products, incorporating some newer techniques and some new products into my foundation routine, which I've kind of been pretty much what I'm going to show you right now is what I've been doing for the past couple weeks. And so I wanted to touch on that, and I wanted to touch on some different brushes I'm using, some different ways of applying things, some new products I'm testing out, just a whole bunch of things. There's no better place to do it than right here. So we are going to get ready here today and just kind of chat. I'm going to start off with the Urban Decay B6 Complexion Prep Spray. I've never tried this before, and my friend sent this to me. She actually sent me 2 of these. I have a feeling these were probably like maybe Sephora, like points or a code or something. And I've been using it. It's supposed to help minimize redness, shrink your pores, and really just give a nice base for makeup, and I've been enjoying it so far. So this is almost gone. I've used quite a bit of this one, and I've been enjoying that. So I've been prepping my face with that, and then I've been going in and filling in my pores with this. This is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer, and I got this as like a point perk or something, or maybe it was a gift from Ulta or something. It doesn't matter. I really like this, and I think at the next sale I'm going to buy a full size of this. It looks like so. You do have to dig your fingers into it, but today I ordered on Amazon one of those little metal spatulas, and then like a metal mixing thing for foundations and stuff, because I always have used my hand. And then by the time I'm done doing my makeup, my hand's like 16 different shades, and I just figure using something like that might be more sanitary and just easier to clean up or whatever. So I'm going to start using the spatula to dig this out of there, but for the time being, I've grown my nails out. So I kind of just use the edge of my nail, grab a little bit of it out. And I'll tell you, with this product, you can't rub it or it'll ball up and just kind of fall off. You need to use a tapping motion to really push the product into the areas that you want it. So I have a chickenpox scar right here, and it never was an issue until this past year, and I think it has to do with like age and my skin elasticity changing. So I like to fill that in because I've noticed it really affects my lipstick and lining my lips. So I just kind of fill that in. And then I also have a chickenpox scar, which I have never heard of anyone having the chickenpox in years. What happened to that? Do people just get vaccinated or what? But it's right here, so I just like to fill it in. Whenever there's a fine line, I have a lot of pores here in between my brows. I don't know why, I just do. I like to put this product just to help my foundation sit much smoother. Still loving and using the Laura Geller SPF 30 spackle. It's like lotion based, it's moisturizing, not heavy feeling, and I love that it has the SPF in it for summertime. I'm outside a lot more, so I definitely want the SPF. I have had this MAC Shell cream color base for a very long time, and I need to start. I'm on a mission. I have all of my cream highlighters and liquid like highlighter type products set out on my desktop so that every time I do my makeup, I incorporate them somehow, just because I really need to get used up. Some of them are needing to get used up. So I'm going to take this color, which you can use this anywhere on your face, and not this color. This product is available. I'm trying to think about what I want to say and talk at the same time. That doesn't work. This product is available in other colors, is what I'm trying to say. So I think there's a more golden one if you're, this one's a little bit more pinker, slightly pink undertone, and I'm just going to use this as like a cream highlight underneath my foundation. I went to Sephora last week or whatever, and I got a sample of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I've had samples of this in the past, and depending on what time of year I went, I've had several different shades, but right now they color matched me in R330, which is 130, and I wanted to give this a go again. I do not need another foundation, but I like that this is much more skin-like, a lighter coverage, And so I wanted to try it out to see if it'd be something I'm going to purchase at the next sale in September, the VIB sale. Okay, but what I wanted to say about this was I have been taking better care of my skin, and I've added some new products to my skincare routine. And I feel like when my skin is in good condition, I don't want to cover it up so much. I want to show it off. I mean, you take care of your skin, you want to show it off. You want to not cover it up so much with such heavy foundations. And in the past, I've always been one to just kind of cover up the problem versus deal with the problem, which is your skin. Or not, I didn't really know how to deal with it, so I just bought, you know, full coverage foundations. And don't get me wrong, I like a full coverage foundation for different situations, you know, like evenings or all day or something. But on a day-to-day basis, I like a little less coverage, but I want my skin to be evened out and my imperfections covered up. So that's a very good life lesson, actually, not just for makeup application, but don't just cover up the problem. You got to deal with the problem. Now, for me, quite frankly, I think this it's very light coverage, like maybe medium at best. It is buildable, but I think I'm gonna do, I don't know, I don't want to get too carried away. I've been really enjoying how my skin has been looking so much better. So I'm just gonna do a tiny little bit more, because like I said, I'm using up the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place concealer. I really like this, the shade medium. It's too dark, but I've been using it to, like, a small amount of it, like here, to kind of color correct any sort of darkness. And then I've been going on top of it with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Brightener. So this one's kind of pinky toned. I bought the neutralizer one, and I'm going to start using that when this combo is finished, because mixing these two colors essentially gives me that yellow undertoned concealer. So the Estee Lauder gives great coverage. Don't bake with it, because it will be too much and it will dry and crack and look terrible. I learned that. And this product, this Maybelline, is my favorite drugstore concealer I've tried. I have not tried them all, but I really, really like this one. I've also been using a different brush to blend out my concealer. Just kind of changing things up. You know when you get in a rut and use the same old things all the time? I just was feeling the need for change. So this is the Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush number 56. I bought this a couple years ago at the fall sale. I initially bought it for foundation, and I've used it to apply my foundation. I just don't like it to apply my foundation because it's too small, takes too long. I like it for concealer. Alright, I got a new powder from By Terry, and I've heard great reviews on this particular powder. This is the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder, and it looks like this. I've been very curious about this. When I moved, I got rid of all my powders that were drying, that were cakey, that I did not like. I do not like a heavy powder, especially under my eyes, because I do have some fine lines under here, and if I don't blend it out all the way, and if I don't set my concealer, it will crease. And so I've been trying this out, and I just got to tell you, it is beautiful. This is kind of a spendy powder, but not in comparison to, say, like the La Mer or the La Prairie or something like that. Now, for aging skin, that's me, I have found that the powder needs to be really finely milled, and it can't be too heavy. It needs to be very lightweight, or it just kind of like falls down and settles into your lines. So this powder is made with hyaluronic acid, which is a hydration. Hyaluronic acid is an important it's an important ingredient to make things more hydrating, to not make them so dry. There are skincare products with hyaluronic acid in them, and it just helps your skin absorb the moisture. And so this product can be used, as it says on her website, which I thought was crazy. You can apply this with your fingers if you want. You just need to warm up the product first and then dab it in. But I've been using it with the Wayne Goss number 2 brush. Beautiful, beautiful brush. And I just kind of swirl it in here, tap off the extra, and it's colorless. It's very fine powder, so you can almost not see it. It's colorless. I tap it on, and it almost literally fills in and plumps up pores, fine lines, imperfections, and I believe it's because of that hyaluronic acid component. All I know is it does not feel like powder. When you touch this, I mean, it is so soft and silky. It's just incredible. But that's because it's ground so fine. It's not drying. It doesn't crease. I can set my makeup. It dries matte. It has a matte finish. It's very soft and silky to the touch. It literally disappears the pores. Like, I kid you not, I'm putting this over here, right where my pores are and right where I put that concealer. My pores are gone. Like, it's crazy. So if you're looking for a powder that doesn't look, feel, or act like a powder, but is going to fill in fine lines, wrinkles, set your concealer, try this. It is just, it's beautiful. It's not drying. I really like it. I'm going to do my contour today with the NARS Olympia Duo. I'm not going to use the lighter shade. I like this shade right here. This is actually a beautiful shade as blush. It's a very pretty nude color. And I've been using the Real Techniques contour brush for contouring. Now I got hair on my nose. I like this brush. It's an inexpensive drugstore option. I don't know. I think this is one of those brushes though. Well, maybe you can buy it individually, but I know some of them you can only get in those kits or whatever. Creates a really nice shadow. Now, it's not super cool toned. It has a little bit of a rosy undertone, but I like this particular contour shade with the blush I'm going to use today, which is a little bit more rosy. I'm going to do my brows off camera because it's lame to watch, and mine are so jacked up that it takes way too long. So I'm going to do, I've been using both the Anastasia Brow Definer and the Wiz. I love them both for different reasons. I recommend them both. I have the shades Chocolate and Medium Brown for shade reference. And then I've been throwing the Benefit Highbrow just right up here to highlight my brow and just kind of polish it off. And I've been enjoying this. So I'm going to do that and then we'll be back. I primed my eyes while I was at it too with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I like to use the brush. I'm into using brushes now because since I've kind of let my nails grow out, it's just gross to stick your finger in there and get, I don't know, am I the only one who gets like, I get so much crap up under my nails when I do my makeup. It's like, how come no one else talks about that? I don't know, maybe I'm just a hot mess, but this is my favorite primer. As I stated in yesterday's weekly chat, that Lorac primer, it just, no. I like something that really is a tacky base for my shadows to adhere to, number one. And number two, I like it to be colored so that the whole thing is evened out, like from my eyelid up, you know? So you're starting with a clean slate. So what shadows I want to use today? I really don't want to make this like a glamorous look. I tried a few things the other day and I'm like, no. Really want the focus today to be more on like my skin and the new techniques I've been showing you and things that I've changed up. And I want to do a bold lip. So we're not going to do a crazy dark eye. This is not going to be like, you know, I'm not going to be doing something, reinventing the wheel. We are not reinventing the wheel today with our eyeshadow. So I dug out my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Love this. I haven't used it in way too long, and I feel bad about that. So we're going to use it today. I'm just going to start off with, I'm not going to tell you the names, okay, because I'm not going to go searching for every name. You know, here's my thing. Here's another thing. When I watch people, if I don't have the exact thing they're using, no big deal. Just use a color that's similar because it's going to work the same. I'm going to use this matte cream shade. And I'm going to throw that. Oh, this palette smells good. I need chocolate. I don't know. I woke up cranky this morning. You know, you ever wake up cranky? Just feel like, bleh. I want chocolate. That sounds good. So I'm going to dust this all over here. Was there product on this brush? Because that turned out darker. Of course there was, always. I'm going to take this color, the warmer color here. This is a nice palette, guys. I love it. I'm going to use that same brush. Why not? So what do you guys want to see from me next Saturday? I gotta film a haul. That's gonna go up sometime this week. And I've discovered a product that has changed my life. So I got to film a video on that. So those two things are going up this week. But as far as like a get ready with me, what do you guys want to see next? Let me know down below. Any palettes, any just like color combinations, any sort of looks. I need to do something for you guys, like what you want to see. So let me know. And as always feel free to let me know what you'd like to see from me. If there's a new product you want me to review and you think it'd be something I would use, because I'm not a person, I don't get sent anything, first of all, okay? Let's clear that up. I don't get sent anything to review. So I pick and choose what I would like to review, but I'm not going to pick something that I wouldn't use. I'm going to pick something that I would use. So that's the criteria I go about. I'm going to take this color. I'm going to be boring. Like I said, we're not reinventing the wheel here with my eyeshadow look today. It's easier for me to chat with you guys anyways if I'm not doing a complex look. Because if I have to think about what I'm doing and talk, it never turns out well. Either what I'm talking about or the eye look, and I don't know which is worse. This is a Wayne Goss number 4. And, okay, let's see. See, I have to think about where I place my shadow too, because I tend to go all willy-nilly and then try to blend it up to where I want it to be instead of placing it where I want it to be and then blend. Okay, that shadow is more pigmented than I thought. Holy Nelly. Now I'm going to be blending for a minute. Working so hard blending, I need a drink. I'm going to take this light color right here. It's like a champagne-y color. And I'm going to use the Chit-Chaturday GSN 9. This is a really nice brush. It's a little wet though because I washed it this morning. And I'm going to put that color on my lid. This is a nice brush. Definitely recommend this. Chit-Chaturday, the GSN 9 and the GSN 10 are really nice brushes. This picks up a good amount of product here for your eye because it's a natural haired bristled brush. And it's so soft. It just glides, no tugging, not scratchy. I'm over scratchy brushes. As I said yesterday, decluttered all my scratchy brushes and I'm slowly replacing them with good quality brushes that'll last me a while. Then I'm going to take this color and I'm just going to flip my brush over and tap that out here. I'm going to do my waterline with the NARS. Oh, this is so jaggedy. I jacked this up one day trying to sharpen it. So it's super jaggedy and sharp and really a terrible idea to do what I'm going to do. But I just twisted up too far. And I like to do my waterline. Makes your lashes look fuller. I'm going to do a coat of mascara here. This is the Guerlain Maxi Lash. I'm not going to go crazy though because I'm going to put on false lashes. So I just want to coat them here. Like one coat. Crap. I was going to do my lower lashes first. Now I gotta let these dry. I'm gonna do my lower lashes with the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. I'm gonna use the Creme eyelashes number 702. Look like that. Put these on and I shall return. Okay, while I was down there, I also took the two colors we used up here, the lighter brown and the darker brown, and did my lower lash line. And then I did my waterline with the Chanel Stylo waterproof colored eyeliner, the shade Amber Diori. It's a gold color. Looks like this. It's just a pretty alternative to like a nude shade, and it adds a little bit of golden interest to my lower lash line. And then I'm going to do my inner corner. This is a Wayne Goss number 5. And I'm going to grab this color right here. This nice big shade. You could do matte if you want to do matte. I'm going to do a little not matte. And then I'm going to just kind of wipe that brush off, that same brush off on a paper towel, and take that matte cream shade we used earlier. Just kind of polish off the look right up here. Eyes are done. Let's move on to the face. I'm going to use the Laura Geller Baked Bronze and Brighten. This is the fair. There is a medium, and I'm not sure if there's a deep, but depending on your skin tone, you can buy her different shades of bronzer. I love this bronzer. It does have more of like a reddish undertone, which for me, that really mimics like my tan, aka my burn. So it's a great bronzer. I like it a lot. And I love this brush. This is the Real Techniques Multitask brush. This is the only brush I use for bronzer. Like, I don't know. Is there a better bronzer brush out there? I love this one. I love how soft it is. I don't know. I know there's the Bobbi Brown one. I know there's the Tom Ford one, which is like $1 million. I just really like this one. And then I'm going to wear my all-time favorite blush, which is NARS Oasis. And I have it in this duo. But I wanted to show you something because I have this duo by Milani. It's called Sunset Duos. And this is number 3, Sunset Beach. Now, it's not a dead-on dupe, but it's the same idea. So if you don't want to buy splurge, you could go and search for this. Now, this blush it's more glittery, like there's actual glitter particles that you can see in it. If that bothers you, save your pennies for this one, because when you look at this one, you can see the glitter, but it does not transfer to your skin that way. So, it is an option, and this is nice. I learned this technique from Wayne Goss. 2 fingers, smile, look for the apples of your cheeks, and then blend backwards. That way, you don't bring your blush too close to your nose and like bring your face down, which I tend to do. Now, depending on your face shape, putting it directly on the apples is better. I think it's better for people with round faces because it brings your face in a little bit more contoured looking, a little more sculpted. But if your face is like mine, keeping it back here is better. I have never in the past used a fan brush. I've had them. I've owned them. Maybe here and there I've grabbed for one just to try it out. But I have not been using a fan brush to apply my highlighter. I didn't really know how, and I didn't think it really applied it right, but I've learned a lot over the course of having a channel, watching videos, applying makeup to my face to see what works and what doesn't. Have I made mistakes? Yes, tons of them in front of you. And I've gotten comments before like, oh, you didn't do that right. Well, I'll be the first to admit I don't do anything right all the time. So anyways, I've kind of learned and gravitated more towards the fan brush now. I think I was over applying my highlight, and it was just, I don't know. I don't want to streak. I just want to highlight and illuminate, you know? So I'm going to use the Matte Radiance Baked Powder by Laura Mercier. You can't go wrong with this. If there's a highlighter you need in your life, you need this. It's just perfection. It's not too much. It's not too little. I mean, I don't want a highlighter that's so subtle you can't even see. It's like, do you have highlighter on? And as you can see, just that foundation and blush alone, I mean, you can see how glowy my skin is already. But it's okay to add a little bit more. So I just kind of like dust it on like this. Kind of like a little fairy kiss. Some products in my collection that I have seriously neglected are my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders. Like, I understood the concept of these, like there's different colors to create different types of lighting on your skin to, like, for instance, this Mood Light is supposed to mimic like a moonlight glow on your skin, and the lavender powder is supposed to help counteract redness. These are not powders you're supposed to see when you apply them. In fact, if you see them on your skin, you've applied way too much. They're supposed to just be so soft and just kind of make people look at you and question, what are you doing differently? Like, you look different. So the Mood Light one I like if I'm having like more redness or just like irritated skin. I just need to cover that up. And then Dim Light is more beige. This one I use sometimes to like, I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do with Dim. I've used it in the past just to kind of like sweep underneath my eyes. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that. I do want to get the Ethereal Light, which is the lighter one for under my eyes. The Incandescent I've used as a highlighter, and then the Radiant Light is pretty dark, but I usually put that a little bit back here just to kind of create a little bit more depth and dimension, because for me that's too dark to put all over my face. So today I'm going to take, actually I'm going to take that It Cosmetics brush I was just using, and I'm going to sweep Mood Light just softly. They kind of blur imperfections too. It's a finishing powder. It's not a setting powder or baking powder. It's a finishing powder. And then, because no look is complete for me without setting my face, I've actually been loving the Pharmacy Skin Dew, but this creates a little bit more dewiness, I think, than the MAC Fix Plus. So I'm gonna do this. I don't know what kind of lip color. I know I want to do a color. So I think what I'm going to start off with is the Laura Mercier Plumberry lip liner, just because this really, for me, is like my lip color. So it just creates a nice shadow no matter what kind of color you're going to put over it. Ooh, this would be fun. This is ColourPop's Trixie. This would be kind of fun and bright. Another color I pulled that I really, really like is Smokin' Hot Pink by Wet n Wild. I don't know which one I want to do. I'm going to do the Smokin' Hot Pink. These are only $1.99 too. Packaging sucks. They're kind of drying. But this color, you just need it in your life. And this Trixie would be pretty too, kind of in the center. So that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As I come across like different, changes of how I apply my makeup, I will definitely share it with you guys, because it's like a learning experience for me and for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down below what you would like to see in the future for some get ready with me's or ideas that you'd like, or I will do whatever it is that you would like me to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will chit chat soon. Bye, guys.